Yeah, what is this? Q&A talk? Hey, what's up everybody? I'm here in my room. Today we'll be talking about how I quit smoking weed. So hopefully me telling you how I learned how to quit will probably help you learn how to quit if you're in a place in your life where you're saying that you want to stop smoking, that you're done with the lifestyle, you're just trying to live a sober life, you know? These are just good habits that I learned over the years of trying to quit that sometimes they help get to the next level, which where I am at now, sober, smoking weed, and it's a great feeling, and I just want to share them with you guys. So please stay tuned. Check out my art behind me. See, I used to be in love with smoking. I used to put it in my murals, my art pieces, my pieces. So let's get started on how I quit smoking weed. And first step really was me admitting to myself that I wanted to quit. You can't quit because someone is telling you to quit. Maybe if someone is making you quit, like you could probably quit like forcibly, but then soon after that, pressure is lifted off of you, you're gonna like start doing it again. Honestly, if you're not ready to quit smoking, you're not telling yourself that you want to quit smoking, it's never gonna happen. So the first step for me was just admitting, hey, I want to quit smoking, and I did. The second step, peer pressure and whatnot, so you can stop hanging around with other potheads. This is a big one because peer pressure has a lot to do with your social life. And if your social life involves a lot of people just smoking weed all the time, getting drunk, wake and bake and whatnot, like that does influence what you think is acceptable and what is okay. So like if you're seeing everyone getting high every day at the party, like you're gonna think it's fine to get high, and when you show up not high, like what are you gonna want to do? Like you want to get high, like simple as that. So just stop hanging around with other druggies or other potheads because they're really being a bad influence on you and you don't even know it. This third one is smoking less than you normally would, or smoking half than you normally would, or smoking 2 times a day, like morning and night. So if you could restrict yourself, it's like, let's say if you're a blunt smoker, you normally smoke 1 blunt and like twice a day or whatnot. You could just like take that blunt, cut it, break it in half, and then you smoke that one half of the blunt and then this other half later. And then that's like when you're smoking by yourself, So like if you stop smoking in the groups, and then you can start cutting down and like smoke by yourself, and then you could really start controlling it. And then if you're by yourself, you only smoke what you need, and there's no one peer pressuring you. So then smoking less, and then smoking half, and then breaking it up in morning and night really did help me. So number 4 is also good if you're doing number 3. Number 4 is stop buying weed so often. So simple as that. Like if you control or hold back on how often you go there and like to the dispensary. So like say if you go there 3 times a week, then you could cut that down to once a week or like twice a week. And then you could like control how much you smoke from like gauging like how much weed you have left, like in the back of your head. If you're like, oh, I'm running out of weed, but I could go tomorrow and pick up some more, and then you smoke all this weed that you have that day and then go back again in the next day. Like if you're being more sparingly with your weed, you could always just smoke less, because then I'll have some for tomorrow. And then even though like you're still smoking, you're actually smoking less, and like you're helping your tolerance, and you're probably helping your lungs and your body in the long run, because you're showing your body self-control, and like you're teaching your body that you have a control over this, it doesn't have a control over you. So that also helps you lean off of it more. So number 5 is a simple one. You could always pray to God and ask for his help. Simple as that. You get on your knees, write him a letter. You could pray to God and just ask him, and he will help you. And to be honest, this is how I got help quitting smoking weed. It was a struggle that I always had. I always wanted to quit. I never really liked it, but there's something that it did to me that I love. So then I started praying and asking God for help, and like, please help me quit smoking weed, because it's just not me. It's just holding me back from a life that I really want. And he helped me. He answered my prayers in the most unexpected way. But yeah, God works in very mysterious and unexpected ways. He might give you a sign or like opportunity or a job that, or something that you really want that is more valuable than getting high, whatever, I don't know. And number 6 on how I quit smoking weed, I actually, after praying to God, I actually developed a dry eye in one eye. I think it's because I was actually smoking in my car more than I ever did. Well, for the first time ever, I started smoking in my car. I felt like fuck it kind of attitude. And then I think the smoke just kept on getting into one eye. And I developed dry eyes more in one eye than the other. And at first I couldn't tell what was happening. I ended up going to the doctor a couple times, and finally I went to an eye doctor, and he just told me that you have dry eyes. And then I was just like, oh, can smoking cause discomfort? And he was like, yes, the smoking is a big part of it. I tried after that smoking, after I was diagnosed with dry eye, and when I did smoke, I ended up like feeling irritation again, and like it was very bothersome when you've never felt any irritation in your eyes. Like I felt like things were in my eye, literally like my eyelash would move wonky ways, like point down. When I close, it would like stab me in the eye, or I can't even cry out of it anymore. And like only this eye would cry. Like this side doesn't cry anymore. It's like too dry. So yeah, like really, and that was the only way I truly ever was able to stop smoking, because just something like that, it was just that serious. It was that discomforting, and it just took it to the next level where it's just like, this isn't a game anymore. My health is being affected more than my munchies, and I just said to myself that I couldn't do it anymore and I had to stop. So that's what happened, and I just quit smoking. I hope this could help some of you guys out there. I know there's a lot of potheads out there that don't want to be potheads, they just got hooked. You're too young or too peer pressured to understand like, hey, like my life is more than just smoking a blunt every day. And I hope you guys could take some of my steps and try it out, and let me know in the comments like if you guys are thinking about quitting weed, or if you guys tried any other methods to quitting smoking weed yourself, and just let me know how it turned out. I would love to hear your story and share your experiences, and I just want you to know that you can quit if you really want to, and I believe in you. Addiction is very hard to overcome, and I just wanted to say you're not alone. So you could always leave a comment on my Instagram at DIPPOUTMON, Dip Out Mine, or Javatug, JAVATUG, and just leave me a comment there, and I would love to support you on your journey and just give you motivation, and I'll make videos just for you, just so to push you forward. So I just want to say thank you so much for kicking it with me on my Q&A, I guess, on how I quit smoking weed. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Dip out. Like and subscribe for more content just like this.